Hey everybody. Clearing. Okay, really late reading. I still have a little bit of energy, so we're gonna go kind of deep into this. The first thing I'm being asked to pull on is, where is the connection? What's going on between divine feminine, divine masculine at this time? Oop. Got the card of separation here. I need some more clarification. How is divine masculine experiencing the energy of separation? Oh, some sexual tension going on and some healthy boundaries needing to be set. So divine masculines, if you are not able to get to your divine feminine, if life seems to be sending you curveballs, that is interesting. Yeah, this passion is in the reverse, suggesting that you are missing the feminine quite a bit. Let's get some advice here. What can we see energetically for the divine masculines that have a lot on their plate and not able to come towards divine feminine right now? The Seven of Wands is about fighting for things. It's about standing up for oneself, going for things. Like, yeah, looks like divine masculines are persevering and wanting to fight for something regarding the connection because they can't get to you right now. Flower of feeling, compassion, emotional awakening, and forgiveness. Okay, so something is going on that's causing divine masculines to, I heard, long for you, divine feminine. Whatever this is that's keeping them from experiencing soul fire, passion right now, whatever is distracting them, taking priority, it's causing them to miss you. I guess that's a fancy way of saying they miss the heck out of you right now, divine feminines. And with this Ace of Wands in the reverse, it could be a sexual impulse. Like they're really not finding that kind of an outlet right now, wherever they are, whatever they're doing. Either it's not a priority for them, or they just can't find anything that compares to you. Take that how it resonates. What can we see for the divine feminines regarding this energy of physically being out of connection, at a distance? Okay, so we got the Lovers in the reverse, which is knowing the higher love. So divine feminines, you are, I just heard, learning to work with these periods of separation, the distance, learning to balance out with them. And we have, right, we have lost opportunities from the past, blockages, possibly some have two masculine energies in their lives and wondering if they should choose the other one because divine masculine maybe isn't on the scene in the picture, and then divine feminine's doing this healing work to take the swords out of the heart over third-party situations, either on divine feminine side, divine masculine side, or both, or heartache in any regard. Divine feminines are healing this heartache and deciding to let go of the past and clear the slate. We've seen that energy for a while, where divine feminines are really just coming into alignment with what is and wanting what is for them. But yeah, divine feminines and divine masculines watching your divine feminine may be seriously entertaining the idea of other offers or opening up to someone new here. What can we see energetically for divine feminines who might be in this energy of letting go? You get two, the heart is awake, love, innocence, and reverence. So that first message is just this blank slate. wanting what is for you, Divine Feminine. And Chamber of Regeneration, creation, multiplication, and growth. Yeah, you're ready for things to get off the ground, for partnership, for collaboration, for teamwork, for growth. And if a counterpart isn't showing up, you are ready to do this on your own and not hold back. Yeah, so I know I hear a lot of people wondering if they can do mission if their divine counterpart doesn't show up. Yes, you have to come into mission readiness and hold your end of the deal. So this does seem to be a deep dive into autonomous mission, the revelation of the nature of reality. We've been getting that message lately, where divine feminines specifically are going to be seeing the inner workings of many things regarding instant manifestation, those around who are functioning in low vibe, getting their karma, and the divine feminine being able to see how those energetic things play out with people. And this newfound safety where the old constructs no longer apply, and divine feminines throwing them all out in the name of just being open to what is for them. Okay, so let's get into oh, I just heard it's dragging on, but let's get one more card actually. What can we know, Divine Creator, for this phase of the journey, this stage of the journey, the energetics, healing? Okay, more healing. So and I just heard, because of the mother clearing over the eclipses, we are coming into a generational clearing. We saw the ancestors showing up. If you haven't seen the ancestor read, it warms my heart. That was so delightful. Go check it out. It's titled with something to do with ancestors anyways, but go find it. It's so cool. So humanity has come through an up-leveling where even generational things no longer hold power over our decisions and the things that we are wanting to do in our own right, following our hearts. But here we go, healing. So the frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Okay, so we are witnessing what really is, what is coming to us. And so we're accurately able to work with that in health and wholeness. Dis-ease is when there is something out of alignment. It manifests on many different levels, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, and physically. So healing can be on any of these levels, but when we're accurately and consciously understanding what is coming towards us, it's a harmonic frequency. When we are interpreting our reality through a lower vibrational lens, there's confusion, it's discombobulated. Our responses, our stress levels, our anxiety levels through the roof, that creates an imbalance in the body. Not all things are negative. Sometimes we get things that benefit our bodies. Viruses, things like that, sometimes do actually benefit our bodies. I won't get into all of those messages right now and my thoughts on COVID, for instance, and all of that. I believe certain things can be connected with mass awakening, we'll just say, and so on. So not everything is a foe. Sometimes our genetic makeup is augmented in natural ways for increased immunity, for evolutionary purposes, we'll say. Okay, so let's see what we can about the divine counterparts. So divine feminines and masculines. Let's do divine masculines on the left, divine feminines on the right, and we'll pull a union card for what is coming up for each. So thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for divine masculines and feminines regarding how they are each thinking of their counterpart, how they are each feeling on the heart space, So thinking about the journey, thinking about their counterpart, feeling on the heart space, wishing at this time, actions that are being taken. What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And where is the energy going in the near future? 2 more decks to shuffle. La 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 la. I usually don't shuffle this many. I'm all out of things to say. Good thing I'm channeling during these readings. I got nothing at this time of night. Okay, and the union space for what is coming up with the after tarot. What can we get? Okay, divine masculines, conscious mind. Ooh. Collaboration. They're wanting to have teamwork in the physical. So communication, meetups, sharing of physical space. Divine masculines, you are really wanting to have that nurture. This is the queen of nurture, the creature comfort, care. It's the mothering aspect of the feminine. Divine masculines are missing that in their lives right now. On some level, they just want to team up with you to feel that third energy together. And divine feminines, oh goodness me, 3 of swords, 9 of swords. That's some intense energy actually, divine feminines. That's like 12 swords, but why this heartache, anxiety? You're just done with this. I need to pull another card. That was so surprising. So 3 of swords, 9 of swords. What can we get? Chamber of imagination, whimsy, fantasy, and wonder. So don't let your negative thoughts spiral right now, divine feminines. If this is you, this is actually shocking me because I'm not in this energy myself. And typically the collective energies, I'm feeling them as well. This one right now, hopefully this goes easy on the whole divine feminine collective, because that's some major energy. So my heart does go out to you if you're experiencing this for whatever reason right now. Don't let your mind play tricks on you. So this could be that there are a bunch of new divine feminines coming in watching my channel. Welcome, welcome. Say hello in the comments. It's really great around here. If this is you, if you are new, if you're discombobulated, confused about the journey, don't let the mind run away with you, divine feminines. So there may be a few really potent divine feminine energies that are brand new to the journey. So if you've been here for a while and you haven't been in this energy, divine feminines watching, don't manufacture something because these cards are showing up. Don't run with it and make mountains out of molehills. But for those who are dealing with this, if there has been something come up that has been really deeply affecting you, take every thought captive and balance out. Okay, so what can we see for the shared space? 2 of swords again. We just got this for the divine feminines in the upright. Now we're getting it in the reverse, which means there is a path forward. So divine masculines have chosen to come towards the feminine. They have made a conscious decision to access the nurture, that sacred mother energy. And divine feminines, possibly you've cracked the code of anxiety and heartache once and for all with something like this. Ooh, I just heard with the 12 swords that for some you have laid a foundation of overcoming anxiety on the 12 major chakra levels. You've chosen love on each of those levels and overcome. So that's an amazing message for some. if you have not overcome this anxiety yet, this card does say that you will get a handle on it. It is within your control and you are choosing it. Some, I'm not going to lie, there are two masculines here. So this could be conflict in you, Divine Feminine, about what to do about multiple people in your lives. If you're in karmic relationships with other people and you have woken up on this twin journey and not sure what to do about karmic situations or existing partnerships, don't be in anxiety. Trust your heart. Don't do anything for your counterpart, but do everything because it's in your highest and best interest. Drop in and ask, what does this tell you? What does your heart know needs to happen? Okay, what are the Divine Masculines feeling on the heart space? Daughter of Wands and Three of Cups. So this is third party energy being released for spiritual reasons. That's actually quite stunning. So Divine Masculines, you are now making your decisions about other energies based on the spiritual frequency, based on where you're at spiritually, energetically, and not needing these extra lessons I'm hearing. There's also a little bit about unconditional friendship, balancing that out. There's a fine line between the people that do deserve to be there as friends. I'm specifically getting, Divine Masculines, that there are some feminine energies around you that are wanting more than friendship, and that you need to use your discernment right now to release some of those that you're truly not interested in that way, that have an agenda. Don't keep feminine energy around knowing that this is for some, there are multiple feminine energies that are sticking around, waiting it out, playing the long game to get in there with you. If you don't have interest that way, there are some that need to be released. This, though, is specifically talking about eliminating other options and coming into more of a recognition of who the divine counterpart is, who the true partner is, based on energetic understanding. What can we see for the Divine Feminine? Oh my gosh, these two came out together. It's the King and Queen of Cups. So, okay, and the Four of Swords. Okay, thank goodness, because we had the Three of Swords on the conscious mind, but the Four of Swords in the heart space, which is a card of healing and integration, rest. This is interesting. So for some Divine Feminines, you have been picking up on energetic emotionality of your Divine Masculine, or your Divine Masculine has said something that's sinking in, something emotionally transparent, something emotionally available, something beautiful, maybe something volatile. Something has been said and you're reading the energy of it, you're letting it sink in, you're sitting with it. So this can be in the 5D. It can be things that you're picking up on if you're not in communication. But if you are in communication, this is something deep on the heart space that you are taking to heart, Divine Feminines. And it could be for some, this is, that release of the karmic situation or codependent relationships. It's another bit on that continuous story. If it's not talking about the heartache of deciding to let go of existing relationships, to go towards the higher timelines, this is definitely a deepening between Divine Masculine and Feminine. More of a recognition of something that's changed in the connection. What can we see in the shared space? Yeah, coming back around from the past. So this is interesting because it's revisiting ideas that it was lost, that it was unrequited. This is a second go around. Something has clicked. We are kind of seeing divine masculines letting go of other energies and divine feminine realizing something has actually shifted. So it's looking at what is a little bit more clearly rather than hanging on to the past. I'm hearing, okay, what are the divine masculines manifesting, wanting, wishing to open their heart? Four of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. This is the autonomy having been reached so that it's justified to push past fear and open up the heart, increase the capacity, risk being hurt, risk losing. This is, you know, the wholeness that allows for true putting ourselves out there with someone. Divine masculines, you are seeing yourself as stable enough in your own right to open your heart a notch to your divine feminine. I'm hearing the Grinch, what the heart growing 3 sizes bigger or something. So that's what's happening here. Divine masculines, you've reached a certain level of autonomy, standing on your own 2 feet, coming into your own, processing your own thoughts, and opening up a little bit to the idea of this connection, feeling the stability of it and your own core being able to navigate this. What is the divine feminine manifesting? Oh, Temperance and the 2 of Cups. Profound healing. So it's not casual energy, divine feminines, that you are tasked with all of this deeply intuitive, heartfelt processing of intricate thoughts. It's not necessarily overthinking when it results in this kind of impeccable balance and peace. This is peace. So whatever you are able to be transmuting right now, it looks like it's never going to go back to being so difficult again. And now you're seeing the dawn of this true connection, or sensing it on an energetic level, because what you are within is what is manifest in your world externally. And you know this, you know it's only a matter of time until the love shows up in the physical. Wow, we have the 3 of Swords now with the heart, with the swords falling out. So this is the after tarot. Not only do we have the 4 of Swords, but we also have this version with the bandage and these misconceptions being released. So there is a lot of clarity coming in. Divine feminines, you have been doing a lot of work to see clearly, to see the accurate take of these anxiety-inducing energies. And divine masculines, you no longer fear serving 2 masters, spreading your energy too thin, giving in to 2 situations. You're holding your own and only giving what is appropriate now. But there's a deepening with this connection, wanting to go deeper. Okay, what can we see for actions for divine masculines? Oh, we get the 3D again with the Magician and the 7 of Wands. We had these cards already as well. So actions, divine masculines, you are really looking at what is a natural fit, what is a natural collaborative fit, what, when you streamline your own inner thoughts and alignments, what does that naturally put you into harmonic resonance with. It's like, what is actually compatible? What is in your reality that clicks? So you're looking for this impeccable same page energy, the same internal motivations aligning. This is really deeply understanding your inner reasons why you want to do certain things in the 3D, and knowing that that is the most important thing to be aware of, especially when collaborating with others in business and love relationships, being on that same page with why both parties desire particular alliances. This is a very high level, subtle understanding of the energetics of compatibility. Wow. Super cool. So we got emotions. Yeah, those are the actions. What are we seeing for the actions on the divine feminines? We are getting Empress in the reverse with kindness. Okay, so divine feminines, you are knowing this Empress energy. I heard Midas touch. This is the everything turning to gold, and be careful what you invest in, because you will create abundance with it. So this is also an energy of divine feminine's understanding that it is very important to choose what to invest in, because everything you touch is going to grow. In this new energy, you are such a fertile, potent manifestation energy, and you're starting to realize that, and so are all of the people around you, divine feminines. You are truly coming into your own abundance, or the sense that it is about to arrive for you, and you're considering how to manage that in the most impeccable, kind, sincere, and practical ways. And looking at this open potentiality for the future. So you're starting to dream about the usage of your new abundant access, this abundance coming in. You're starting to see that your capacity to handle more is expanding, and that you're broadening your horizons. I just heard divine feminine. So you're letting this inner Empress, the awareness of your inner Empress, translate into kindness and these future visions of untapped potential and broadening influence. This is also the tithing card. The Page of Pentacles for me is also remembering divine feminine to keep the flow of that energy by contributing, by giving back in a 10% fraction. That's not legalistic. That is just a beautiful gesture that keeps the flow going from the abundance. It keeps it cycling, keeps the river flowing. So divine feminines, you're starting to catch that flow. What can we see in the center here? Healing, balance. So this is no more instinctual or knee-jerk reaction to reality. This is very much navigating based on balance. So for divine masculines, you've come into balance where only true compatibility will suit, and divine feminines, you have become accountable with more, and you're going to be blessed even further because you can handle it. Okay, what is the biggest challenge for the divine masculines? Oh, the Three of Swords and the divine feminine. What is this, the third, fourth time this card has come up? Divine feminines. Perhaps this is just saying that you've claimed the victory of this overcoming. You've claimed your independence. There's the cat there. So divine feminines, yeah, divine masculines, you are challenged by this third-party heartache. I see the changes happening in your lives, divine masculines, coming into your own, setting the healthy boundaries, desiring collaboration, wanting to bridge the gap. But divine feminines, your divine masculine might also be picking up on some who are in turmoil and heartache. It's interesting because as the viewership grows and new cycles come in, I'm feeling a couple of very distinct groups of twins in today's reading. Those who are newer to the journey or waking up to what this is and in quite a great deal of heartache and confused about the whole thing. Have a look back on my readings from, the past and see if some of the titles resonate. If you're more new to the journey, check out the history or the historical playlists and things, because it's timeless information for the most part, and you will find value in it if you resonate with the reading title. But yeah, there is the heartache of the past is coming up for divine masculines. What is the solution? Father of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. This is about finding the impeccable truth without waiting before more of a foundation is to be laid. There are some misconceptions. I'm even getting divine masculines that you haven't realized how greatly your divine feminine has been affected by the journey, that there have been some hidden heartaches that have not been expressed because there hasn't been communication, because there hasn't been more of a conscious navigation of the journey. It's been primarily solo and in periods of personal integration. This feels like a growing curiosity that the divine masculines are being asked to explore and touch base to know what the journey's been like for divine feminine. Now that the healing has happened and it's safe enough that the divine feminine can talk about what has transpired from a victorious point of view and not from the lower vibrational confusion and heartache and panic and rejection templates. There's enough healing here that divine masculines, you can get to the bottom of the truths of the spiritual lessons and triumphs in the journey, talking to your divine feminine. I'm hearing all of the higher selves asking, why is that important? Let's get a card. So why would it be important for the divine masculines to understand what the divine feminines have gone through? Flower of feeling, compassion, emotional awakening, and forgiveness. Yeah, so there can be this acknowledgement of forgiveness and the emotional truth. Just having that conscious emotional understanding brings enlightened knowing. It's not oblivious or guesswork. Okay, what is the divine feminine challenge at this time? Burden and... Okay, so there's some burden things that are energetically unspoken. This is like elephant in the room kind of energy. So there very well could be some conversations, just conscious conversations about what it's like to be humans experiencing this kind of thing. Divine feminines are putting down the burden, ready for a passionate new beginning as well. And so there could be some updates, especially with those karmic partner energies that we were getting to begin with, the third party things. So I'm getting for some, there are divine feminines who are about to be leaving karmic situations or have made that decision, and that there will be some conversations or an update for your divine counterpart. What is the solution for the energetic end of burden, divine feminines wanting to share information at this time? Eight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Okay, doing the inner work to come to those aha moments in your own right, divine feminines. The message we just got for the divine masculines was that the divine feminines have transmuted so much they can speak on the triumphs and not necessarily from the disintegrated viewpoints or the overwhelm, that there has been masterful awarenesses gleaned, and that the divine feminines are being guided to share and update that when appropriate with the divine masculines. So divine feminines, you know that resonates if you've been having these enlightened aha moments about how the journey has caused you to do the inner work and what you have seen as a result of that work. What can we see in the collective central spot? Friendship, celebration. This is the Three of Cups. We already got the messages of third-party situations dropping off. So this is just the free flow of accolades, of triumph. This is shared conversations that the twins see the progress, see the advancement, the learning in each other, feel the difference. So that can be energetically, there might be this playful stuff, but if you're in communication, this can also be like, good job, I see the growth in you. Good job, I see the growth in you. Where is the energy going in the near future? Are you kidding me? The Three of Swords and the Three of Cups again. Like, I mean, what? How many times can we have this? So divine masculines, there's literally this downsizing of the Three of Cups to the Two of Cups, and this whole theme of the heartache. The standards are rising. Other people involved. There's just less and less room for other people involved here. Or there's just this obvious need to eliminate something, some third energy here. This is actually quite intense for me as a reader to be getting the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups so much. For the divine feminines, we get the High Priestess and this reunion energy, both in the reverse. So this is the knowing that the reunion will happen, that there will be more connection to come, that there is mercy, humility, compassion, and soul alignment. But both in the reverse, it feels like there's some processing, some lessons that are still being sorted before that can happen. So what is this connective space? The end of anxiety. Again, there's the Nine of Swords. So, okay, I need to pull some specific cards. This is like not freaking me out, but it's really remarkable that we have so much of this deliberate looking at the third party situations, the Three of Swords, the heartache. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this and ask to be shown more about this. What can we know? Divine Creator, why is this third party or Three of Swords energy so heavily showing up in the reading? Okay, holding back this soul connection. Okay, for the long term, we're getting down to impeccable clearing of energies. Anything that is still karmic needs to go. Anything. Wow. So anything that causes heartache, that is an imbalance on the heart space, that is at odds, needs to be released so that everyone can hold their own in abundance. It also, secondary to the independent individual blessing and benefit that comes when we let go of things that we know no longer serve. This has nothing to do with the twin journey, this bit, or the twin counterpart coming into union. This is all about the sovereign, autonomous legacy, long-term abundance when each person lets go of things that are illuminated that do not serve. People, places, things, beliefs, anything. Second to that is reunion with the true counterpart is allowed to happen from this alignment. So first and foremost, balancing out for the long term in the physical regarding higher self connection. After that comes reconnecting with twin, with true counterpart, reuniting. Amazing. And I'm just getting that once and for all. This is such a rite of passage to alleviate the anxiety and all of the things that are not a fit. Do I get one more card? I'm still feeling to pull more cards. So let's get a card for the feminines. Temple of Suspended Endings. Standstill, suspended animation, and holding space. You have all the time you need, divine feminines, to clear whatever the karmic things are, to remove anything in your life. For many, you've already done so much of that work and it's just the tail ends. For many, you're just realizing that those karmic situations pale in comparison to the extraordinary life that you're being called to. Regardless of where you are, keep going. You're given this grace period, the standstill in your twin dynamic, in your twin connection, so you can authentically heal and release things that are not for you. And so you can rise. Ecstasy, rapture, flux, amplification. So the cosmic frequencies are rising so that this up-leveling, releasing, letting go of the past is gathering an amplification, is what I'm hearing. So the cosmic energies are conducive for assisting in clearing anything you still need to right now, divine feminines. I'm hearing it's a benevolent wind of change and that things are going to increasingly go your way, and that those who are functioning in lower vibrational ways will increasingly be met with dead ends and the inability to have weapons formed against anyone prospering kind of energy. So divine feminines, now seems like a good time to finalize certain things that are needing to be released. And for the divine masculines, what can we see? Subconscious awareness and Akashic information. Tap into a broadening spectrum of languaging, awareness, validation. I'm hearing for some, you're going to step into the woo-woo, and it's not going to be so woo-woo after all. It's going to make more practical common sense, spiritual common sense. That is the way of it. In the last few weeks, I've been getting that phrase, energetic common sense, as a thing that's going to be even surpassing the 3D traditional common sense. In many ways, we're going to be bringing in energetic common sense that's going to be shaping, memes. Memes are incredibly beautiful for that. But we are going to be shaping this legacy energy going forward. I keep feeling like there's more and more messages here. But divine masculines, now that you're thinking on your own, you are really aligned with your sovereign choices. This is where you can be a leader, an influencer, and your mission is coming in even more, because this is exactly the kind of stuff that your unique, atypical maneuvers in life, that I do what I want a kind of energy, where you are channeling this broad spectrum information, multidimensionality, and it's creating this very luscious existence, extraordinary existence, and you are influencing those around you to think outside the box, to step off the beaten track, and to really say anything goes, just love. And in many cases, divine masculines, your connections have had some challenges, everything from religious, ethnic, age gaps, distance, family situations, all sorts of different challenges that freak families out and illuminate disintegration and prejudice and judgment and envy and ridicule. Divine masculines, you've been holding out in so many cases, not coming towards your feminines because of these things that are just not worth giving the power to. And you are reclaiming that. You're pulling from all of the information that surpasses those particular insignificant judgments, and seeing that these connections are so much more valuable than those Rudy pants energies that might wreck an otherwise heavenly thing. Okay, many blessings everyone. Bye for now.